We now return to It's Supernatural.
Hello, Sid Roth here with Jordan and Michelle Cook, and Jordan was given a gift from God. But you know, Michelle, I believe it had a lot to do with what you did when you were pregnant with Jordan. What did you do?
Oh, I played music and prayed for the baby all the time, every day. Every single day. I wanted her to be surrounded with worship music.
And you know what's so amazing for those that perhaps have tuned in for the first time is Jordan has a supernatural gift of painting that is prophetic. But you told me something interesting, Jordan. You said that you told your mom that you would like to be on It's Supernatural, and the two of you prayed, and what happened the next day?
You called us, and I got to be on here. Woohoo!
Oh, you know what kind of, I mean, all of your artwork excites me, but this is very, very special. I wonder if you would tell me about Jeff.
You want Jordan to tell you? I'll tell you. Jeff is a very special friend of ours from the post office.
I want to.
Okay.
All right. What happened is he was going to have a race. He's part of Racers for Christ, and they call him the Rev because he does motorcycles.
I get that.
For Christ. And right after I painted him this, he went into a 90-mile-an-hour crash on a brick wall.
But wait a second. This is a painting of a man on a motorcycle riding on water. So it's prophetically being protected, but he normally doesn't have a red vest. Why did you change, why did you change the color of his normal vest?
It's red, like the blood of Jesus. Because that's what
so
it is.
It prophetically says he's going to be protected.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Michelle, what happened at his race?
Well, he got up to the starting line, and there was an intercessor that met him there, a lady that had been praying for his ministry for some time. And she saw him wearing a helmet of gold and a red vest. And she told him that, but she didn't know what it meant. Well, Jeff knew because he'd already received this picture, and he said that the helmet signified being promoted, because Jordan told him he was going to be pulled to a higher place. And that's exactly what happened after the race, is he got promoted. But the part that we didn't really think about was the danger involved in this race. The reason why Jordan had painted him with the blood of Jesus is because he was going to get in a terrible crash. The man in front of him skidded out of control, he couldn't stop, and he did indeed hit a wall and just absolutely totaled the bike, just smashed it. And normally at that kind of speed you don't walk away from it, and he really did. He got up and he had an injury to his leg, and that was it.
You know, I don't know a lot about racing, but that sounds like a miracle to me.
It was a miracle, and everybody knew it.
I think it's almost, Jordan, like you were praying for him as you painted. You weren't praying, but that was like praying. In fact, I understand you use very unconventional methods for your artwork. What does she use? And tell me what she started with.
She will start with anything. She started with her fingers, but she'll paint with toothbrushes, toothpicks, little bitty pieces of her hair, or sometimes plants outside, like pine needles or things. Whatever she wants.
Well, have you given her art lessons?
No.
Why?
Well, one time I took her into a craft store. They had some people there, and they were going to do art classes. And one lady showed her how to draw a rose. And ever since then, that's the only way she's ever drawn a rose. And I kind of think it wrecked her freedom. So we just never did.
Jordan, help me understand this. When you paint, how do you paint? Do you hear things? Does Jesus paint through you?
He shows me a picture in my head.
Oh, really?
And sometimes he paints with me.
He paints with you?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Well, he made us. He's an artist.
And
besides, he made the colors of the world.
And you know what I really enjoy is I understand you like to pray a lot. For instance, I used to tell you on the telephone, pray for the television show so as to what Jesus will want you to do. And you said to me, I did, but he hasn't answered me yet until this morning. And this morning, what did he tell you?
Well, he said that he wanted me to pray for everybody that was sick.
And do you believe that everyone that is sick is going to be healed?
Yes.
I do too. I do too. Do you? Get ready. We'll be right back after this word.
We'll be right back to It's Supernatural.